Hey everybody, it's Randrog here, just coming back into Against the Wind. I believe we left off yesterday. Not here. I was having to scout ahead to see what's coming up. The game machine. Your character is where we left off. Okay. So we're made up of resources and traits. So our resources are D6 rolls. I believe it's for. Let's see. Yeah, we got 6 rolls: vigor, resolve, essence, talent, gear, and factor, and these go up and down. So even if you do start with one on a one, it's not uh, your not character's not chained to that low amount. You can gain more as you go through, and even if you have a higher amount, you can lose it as you play. So let us get our character up, and I have this. Once again, I very much enjoy Notion. It's a fun. It's also a collaborative. You have people working together. It's a good collaborative site. Help write a few novels doing this. Um, so yeah, so I have this opened up in here. So let's roll for our vigor first. We have a one on our vigor. Already have it checked off. Okay, and then we have a two for our resolve. All right. So far, an outstanding character. Okay, okay, we're just going up. So three for essence. I'm going to go counterclockwise just for the sake of it. And our talent, what should be a four? Oh, six. Nice. Okay, we'll just fill that sucker in. So that's a six on our talent. Our gear is a one. Oh no. Okay. And factor is a five. Okay. So let's take a look at what those mean. Body and physical prowess stands for your health, stamina, strength, agility, and speed is a 1. That's not good. Resolve is your mind and willpower, represents your focus, determination, mental fortitude, spirit. Essence is your connection to the invisible forces, is related to magic, spirituality, attunement, empathy, sensibility. Talent is your ability and training. Skills, proficiencies, innate aptitudes, knowledge, experience. And gear is your equipment and devices, weapons, armor, gadgets, possessions. Factors your current circumstances and assets at your disposal. It includes the surrounding environment, your momentum, information you have available, your fortune, scene details you can take advantage of. Interesting. Okay. So he says you may reroll up to two results out of your six rolls. I think I'm just gonna take what I have. I mean, I could reroll gear and vigor, but I do know that these give prompts, which is what we're getting ready to take a look at down here. Your starting situation. So your character did not pop into existence as they are now. They have been traveling using the numbers that you rolled for your talent or for your traits. Uh, they actually give you prompts for what is going on right now in the world. So the one, the narrow escape from the cliffs left me barely standing. Okay. So I will come out here and write that down in my character. Starting position. And I'll do bigger. Uh, narrow escape at the cliffs. Is that is that the wording? From the cliffs, yeah. So I'll leave it at the cliffs. I'll do a slash. At slash from. And we'll figure that out maybe I'm at the cliffs, or we'll see where our starting location is. My resolve was indeed a 2. So resilience tested in the trial by the Elder Council. So my resilience was tested in the trial. Okay. Uh, Elder Council. Alright. Oh, hey, it's picked up. Very good. And then our essence was the 3. Yep, essence was 3. Let's say resolve. Why did I say essence? Resolve. And this is here. Okay, let's be intelligent about this. Essence, talent. Talent. Then I believe it goes gear. Yeah, talent, gear, factor. So, gear, factor. Okay. Essence, here we go. I believe we had a 3. So, guided by the dreams of the seer, I found a fragile balance. Interesting. So, I have a fragile balance in my essence. Some of those are pretty neat. Alright. By the dreams of the seer. So, I have a fragile balance. I found. Alright. Talent. I believe that one was high, wasn't it? Yeah, this is full 6. So 6 talent, renowned across the lands after the tournament of the fallen stars. Can I just copy this? Can I be that lazy? No. Plain text, please. That did not work in the... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Alright. Gear is a 1. Stripped of my belongings in the thieves' market. I start anew. Oh no. Okay. He's just having a bad day, is what I'm hearing. I start anew. And my factor was a 5. So new paths unfold, guided by the promises made in the council's last conclave. Alright. No, I don't know what you're doing, but stop it. Okay. So I've narrow escape at the cliffs. Resilience tested by the trial of the Elder Council and guided by the dreams of the seer, I found a fragile balance. I am renowned across the lands after the tournament of the fallen stars, but I stripped my belongings in the thieves' market, and I start anew. The new paths unfold, guided by the promises made in the council's last conclave. Okay, so these two go together. So the Elder Council, I had to, during the last conclave, underwent a trial. I was able to survive that. And because of that, I was given some new paths and some promises made by the council. Okay. So I wonder how recent this is. And that's something I could re-roll. In fact, I think I might re-roll that one. Just because that doesn't sound interesting with everything else. Because if I'm renowned and all that, why would I be stripped bare in the thieves market? I don't know. Unless it's like literally that happened on the way to the Elders Council. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We'll leave that as it is. That's what we have going. Okay. So this talks about the gaining resources and how to spend them, and that'll happen as we play. Uh, yeah, leverage is using your traits and stuff to cause things to happen. You have consequences from die rolls, or however I feel narrative. If things need to be paid for, I can use gear or my skill or talents. However, recovering gets you some stats back, and searching will let you find stuff. Crafting is haven't looked into the crafting yet. I think it's pretty neat. They have a whole crafting section. So now our traits. So we have name. Well, yeah, we'll roll a name. Why not? 2d6. Take whatever rolls up. And we have a 6. So more. Morthal. Okay, so double. Let's just reroll the second one. So Mormond. Mormond. Morthal. Let's try it again. Morris. Oh goodness. Okay. Maybe just go with Vire. Say I rolled a 5, 6, 6, and 2. So Virethal. Virethal? Virus? Viremond. Aaronmond. Aranthel. Aranus. Aranthel. That sounds good. We'll go with Aranthel. I don't think there's anywhere on here to write the name. Name. Aranthel. Arin. Aranthel. Okay. And let's go home. And we'll turn this into not plus. Turn to a header 1. Oh, that's a little too much. Oh, that'll work. Header 1. Aranthel. Yeah, I could actually put all of his stats in here if I really wanted to instead of using here. But yeah, they create nice, wonderful form fillable PDF. I will use it. Okay, let's look for the background. He suggests these 4 and then 38. So we have 8, which is a merchant. Okay, interesting. Let's go background merchant. 3 for role. So he's now a forge warrior. So how's that tie in? Or is he a merchant for the forge warriors? Well, we'll go with that. Sounds interesting. Okay, and then 23 is gift. This is an 8. Apex agility. Okay, that kind of ties in with the large skill and being renowned for that. Apex agility. And then his skill. 7 wilderness survival. That's very useful. Which also goes well with the whole merchant background. Wow, skill survival. Goodness. Okay. And then they suggest 30. Let's just take a look at the other ones. We got companions, animal, mineral, plant feature, magical feature, eyes, build, hair, voice, attire, trinket, adornment, weapon is the one that he suggests to pull. And we shall go with that one. It's a 9, which is a dagger etched with an inscrutable map. Interesting. So for a forged warrior merchant, the dagger. It's the weapon. Inscrutable map. Interesting. Okay. I'm actually kind of curious about the companion. Let's see what the roll. If I roll something on there, what does it give me? That is a protective hawk. Yeah, we'll go with that. A protective hawk. Companion. Protective hawk. Okay. Now we gotta figure out a hawk name. Let's see if I can get some random stuff off the GME on my phone. Charts, meaning tables. No, on here there's names. Names, there we go. Leader. Leader. Okay, I like that. Leader. Or Lydra? Lydra. Sounds fun. Okay. Next phase. Gaining traits. No hard fast rules about gaining new traits. Treasures. Crafting, healing talismans, gem encrusted daggers. Experiences. They have experiences twice, so I have a feeling one of these is meant to be a different header. Oh no, gaining traits you can gain through experiences, or losing traits you can lose them through experience. Never mind, I'm not reading ahead. Equipment, usage, these can all be fleeting traits. Okay. The results of failed magical experiments, aftermath of a hard battle, or unveiled secrets. So yeah, I could lose my companion. Okay. Final touches. Record your name and pronouns into the info section of your character sheet. I don't have. Actually, I don't know if it's a male or female. We'll just leave them androgynous for right now. Spend some time envisioning your character you just created. You might want to draw their portrait. Potential narrative hooks or even contradictions. It's fun. Resources versus traits. Yep. Resources change constantly. Mundane equipment, supply, money, provisions are all abstracted through gear. Don't have to worry about that. Resources represents consumables. If a situation calls for change in resources, do so even if no dice roll is involved. Okay. Your traits are not everything that your character has or is. They represent your highlights. Things that can have more narrative impact and can be leveraged for your benefit. Okay. You may have a weapon and use it freely, but it is your gear, or perhaps your vigor, that allows it to be brought to the spotlight. Your skill and gift are always available to you, but it is when you tap into your talent, or maybe your essence, that they really shine. Check the leverage rules to see how that works in practice. Okay. If your findings and experiences are long-lasting and significant, they can become a trait. On the other hand, if they are unspecific and expendable, you can abstract them as a resource. Nice. Now the game machine. This is... He even says it... Where is it? Yeah, game machine. Still a GM. Just so we can keep the initialism. So GM is a game machine. It's still the GM. I like that. And this is where you have oracles. Let's see. Yep, the game machine right here. During the procedures chapter, you'll find a number of tables to generate locations, events, universal tool that you can use in any situation or to complement any other table, the core of the game machine. Given its generic nature, it does require a bit more of your own interpretation to incorporate the results. This table consists of 12 pairs of words organized in 4 groups of 3 for a better layout. Okay. So negative, positive. Okay. So these tools help you describe. The intensity applies here. Okay, so the intensity rule is where the higher the number, the stronger it is. The lower the number. Yeah, okay. Say you want to describe a castle, and you roll 9. Motion. Modest 3. There's right here's modest. Oh, 2 to 3, okay. And then elusive is a 5. See, all these integers can be used. See, am I missing something? So it looks like you roll 1 to 3 to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you roll that first? Tells you whether on the top or bottom. And then you roll a 1, 2, another d6, and it tells you where you are here. Is that the case? No, okay. So maybe roll the d6 first, it puts you on here. And then how do you get to this quantity over here? This is a strange chart. This is how why. There's not an example, is there? Let's just keep going. Maybe there's an example down here. The first pair also serves as a yes/no. Okay. The intensity rule also applies here, so 2 is a very strong no. For instance, a 6 to 8 result can be interpreted as not exactly a yes but or a no but, depending on the circumstance or likelihood. If you need to answer a complex question that goes beyond a yes/no, usually the ones that begin with what, how, why, where, and so on. What does the late Gollum really want from me? You can use a game machine as a source for inspiration. To do so, roll 2d6 to get a word pair. Use the rightmost column, and the blue numbers 3 and 6 gives close open, for example. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that makes sense. So you roll this first, 2d6. First 6 gets you here. Second 6 gets you into the groups. Then you roll the d12 or 2d6 to get whether it's positive or negative. Okay. To do so, roll 2d6 to get a word pair. Use the rightmost column and the blue numbers. For example, 3 and 6 gives you close open. 3 and 6 close open. Okay, then roll 2d6 on the leftmost column to get the actual word. 11 would be an intense open. Do it 3 times, interpret those words together to form your answer. Interesting. Light, still, grand. Shadow, decay, close. Okay, and these are all words that are tied into the theming of the overall world. That's good. Clever. Rules. Okay, action. Perform an action, roll 2d6. 10 or higher is a hit. 9 or lower, you have 2 choices. It's a miss, things don't go as expected, or you make an effort. Burn resource for any combination. Okay, nice, simple. Burning resources is any of these factors. I don't think you can go below 1, can you? It makes sense. Applying specialized knowledge or skills to solve a puzzle. Forgetting a crucial piece of information or misjudging a situation due to overconfidence. Interesting. Expressing your empathy to understand and pacify beasts, or draining some of your mystical energy due to magical backlash. Alright, leverage is exactly what it sounds like. After rolling the dice, if you don't like the result, you have the option to leverage your action with the trait. Select the trait that seems applicable and beneficial to the current situation, and burn a resource. As a result, instead of adding the 2d6 together, you can choose the higher value and double it. Wow, okay. Okay. If you don't reach a hit after that, you can still make an effort to supplement the result. So you can burn 2 resources to make sure that you get what you need. Let's see. is when you burn a resource. Uh, okay, so that's just to make an effort to make sure that you achieve it. If you rolled a 7, you can burn any 3 resources to get to the 10. Okay, so you can burn the remaining resources to make up the difference. Okay, interesting. Challenges are scenarios that require more than a single action to resolve. If a task seems too complex to overcome with a single roll, it becomes a challenge. Yep. Define its concept, what's at stake, what success looks like, and what's stopping you, what you want. And then each challenge possesses 2 attributes of maneuver and endurance, reflects the character's ability to alter the playing field, while endurance indicates its resilience or essentially how many hits it takes to overcome the challenge. Unless it's an ambush or surprise, characters start with the upper hand. Okay. So you can choose a player to act first, which, is not exactly initiative. Instead, it is about control and positioning, determining who's currently active and proactive rather than passive or defensive. To declare your action, roll the dice. If you score a hit, reduce 1 endurance from the challenge. If you roll double 6s, reduce 2 endurance instead. If you score a hit without using resources, you get the upper hand. Otherwise, you lose the upper hand, and the challenge is now active. Choose an enemy or opponent to go next. Narrate the outcome. Okay. Okay, so then it goes. The turn is now over. If you lose the upper hand as a consequence of your actions, now the challenge to act. If you're facing enemies, you pick one to act. Your challenge is passive, such as that. You still act, but by influencing the scene somehow. Okay. Choose the type of action, or I guess, or roll. Special action, foreshadow. If a challenge is meant to perform a tactical or special action but lacks maneuver in its reserve, it instead executes a foreshadow. This involves hinting at the potential for change or a looming threat, creating a sense of foreboding. As a result, the challenge regains 1 maneuver to its pool. Okay. Conclude their turn. Describe how the challenge action affects the characters or changes circumstance and adjust attributes and resources, and choose a player to go next. For your convenience, challenges are organized into 4 major themes: combat, interaction, puzzle, and obstacle. And on the procedures chapter, you can find specific tables for the 3 action types. Ending challenges. Endurance is reduced to 0 even if it has a maneuver remaining. Does it have like a suggested endurance? You gotta set these values yourself or roll 2d6 and determine the sum between the 2 attributes. Eesh. Okay. So 2 would be nothing because it'd be 2 turns. Okay. And 12 would be like a long, huge slug. And that guy is either taking a massive dump or I don't know what's happening there. That's an odd picture. Or he's really, really scared. Okay, ending. Adjusting attributes. You did multiply. Instead, consider these attributes pacing tools. Start by running a challenge without adjusting any numbers. Observe how the dice rolls affect the gameplay and adjust accordingly. You might add +2 to each attribute per player or roll an extra die to distribute among 2 attributes. If a challenge feels too lengthy or too brief, feel free to spontaneously roll a die to decrease or increase the challenge's attributes accordingly. It's your game. You have the freedom to adapt to suit your playstyle. No one's judging. Play it your way. Okay. Magic. Everyone can do magic. I remember I read through this little section right here. And if you whiff a roll, then you have a magical mishap. Apart from the result of your action, if the result of your roll is a double, a chosen character loses 1 resource, and check this to see which resource. Not sure why that's doubled. Okay, and the relics are a source for magic as well, and there's just some relics, classic examples. And then here's a list of actions to generate your own. You can hold relic, roll in the table below for an action and an element and what they do. And seasoned arcane scholar to reveal its secrets. Okay, recovering and death. This is if you get damaged. Recovering resources. You regain resources when you recover. What qualifies as recovering is subjective. It's something that takes time and only your character can decide. A good night's sleep, a hearty meal, meditation session. As you spend some time engaging in that activity, roll 2d6 on the following table. You can distribute the amount recovered to any of your resources up to a limit of 6 each. Remember, you can go beyond the initial values you rolled on your character creation, no problem. If you find yourself in the unfortunate situation of having depleted all of your resources, you are out of action. What that means depends on the context you're in, but if you feel that death would be a possibility, and more importantly, a dramatic consequence that you'd be interested in, roll on the table below. Dying. Come back changed. Roll a few new traits and recover. Go out in a blaze of glory. Reduce the current challenge's endurance by 1d6. Okay. Yeah, you don't level up. It's just a matter of perspective. Procedures. Exploration. It's your first time playing. Alright, finally, we're into it. That's probably how you're going to start. Exploring the wilderness of the land. You don't have a quest yet, but your travels will provide you with enough opportunities to get yourself in and out of trouble. Alright, pick a place on the map you created, or roll 2d6 to get a random square. This is where you are right now. Okay. Come on. There you are. 2d6. Let's see what we have here and where it's going to put us. So, column and row. 1, 4. So that puts us in the middle of the ocean. Okay. So I need to add a new layer. Yeah. Let's add a new layer. New paint layer. There we go. And we'll put here, let's do a green. We'll leave it red. Yeah. We're here. Okay. Take a moment to describe your situation. It's a good opportunity to revisit the prompts from your current resource levels. Use any and all of the 2d6 tables from table 46 to 57 to describe your surroundings or detail your surroundings. And then roll an event. Okay. 46 through 57. Okay. Temperature, sky, humidity, vegetation, topography, ground. Oh, goodness. Alright. Well. Okay, so some of these don't really apply. I can go for weather. Let's go for weather. It's about 2d6. Weather. It is a 9. So it is mild. Mild temperature. Sky. Let's take a look at the sky. Nope, wrong one. It's a 4. It says overcast. Mild and overcast. We can see the rain, I guess. Mild, overcast, and it's raining. We're going to say it's raining. Okay, do I have a time of day? I think time of day is down here. Don't need vegetation. Don't have topography because we're in the middle of the ocean. Ground paths, time of day. Okay. There's 8. It says dawn or dusk. And it's on the far end of 8, so it's dusk. Okay. Oh, that's going to be interesting. It's mild, overcast, raining, and it's getting ready to be nighttime. Okay. We're definitely... Okay, that's an interesting spot to be starting in. And let's make some notes here. So this is starting position, and we'll actually make this into another header. Could just make this into a whole separate page. We'll make that into a page. Alright, so it's a new page, and starting position of, let's call it first quest. No, first quest? No, let's call it starting position. Okay, and it was environment. Let's see, actually, let's start with location. Location. We're at section 1.4. Wow. 1.4. Let's see, we're at in the sea. In the sea. Environment. It is mild temperature. Temperature. Overcast. Overcast with rain. And time, it is dusk. Alright. And then we'll roll one more time because I saw C. Sights. No, we don't have any of those. We could do mood. Water clarity 2. Murky. Yeah, we can. I guess we can give it murky water here. Let's see. What's this C condition? Murky waters. I mean, if it's raining, yeah, that makes sense. The sea surface is 7, which is choppy and occasional waves. And then we'll do the event type in just a second. Murky waters. Choppy, murky waters. Occasional waves. Yay, okay. So that gives us a good idea of what we're in right now. And then we get to see what our event is in the sea. Okay. Let's see what we have going on. Because we know from our prompts we narrowly escaped something at the cliffs. So we'll have fun with that. So 7 is a feature. Table 81? I can just click that. Good. Table 81. Oh. Okay. And this will be a constructed feature. It's now 85. Oh boy, what are we going to get into? A 7. Abandoned floating cargo. Okay. Let's see. Event. Constructed. And then that went to abandoned floating cargo. Okay. And then let's see where it takes us from there. Nope. Procedures, exploration. The event table will determine what they are, but not how you should deal with them. That's up to you. Create a challenge to try and overcome it. Use the challenge rules in combination with one of these procedures. Okay. Nope, we're not delving, unfortunately. Okay, so we got some questions now. So, whose abandoned floating cargo is it? Okay. Well, first, can we easily get to it? I guess we need to see what, are we on a vessel? We escaped Narrowly escaped a situation. Let's take a look. So we narrowly escaped from the cliffs that left us battered. Like we are on the verge of not death, but we're definitely not in good shape physically, and we're stripped of all belongings. So I think what's happening is that whatever happened here left us in bad shape with some other people. This is after we've already passed the councils. Maybe okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're from the south here because we know this appears the highly advanced people. So we're highly advanced, but we're down here with the council, elders council, and they say they made all these promises and raised us up. We're famous down here. And we were sent off to go take care of something along the way. Maybe we were sent to be like an envoy over here between the two to try to patch things up, maybe, or maybe I was sent as a spy. That sounds more interesting. In fact, let's check a percentile on that. Uh, we'll put that 50-50. Is my character a spy? Was my character a spy sent? A 20. So that's a yes. That is not quite a critical yes if I remember correctly. Fate check. No, 50-50, that would be... Where are we? That's not showing me the odds. But I don't think that would be a critical on the 50-50. I know I have it somewhere on Notion, but that would just be... Oddly enough, that'd take me longer to find on there than it would on my phone right now. To find the PDF. Mythic GME 2, there we go. And then fate chart, fate questions, perfect. What on earth are you doing? Take the chart. 50-50? No, okay, 10. 10 is the underline for that one, so 20 is not. So it is yes. So I am actually was sent as a spy, like a chosen one of the elders, to go deal with these people to the north. And in the meantime, maybe I got over here, and this is where I got picked off by the Thieves Guild, thrown out, and beaten up and bruised and battered. And so now I'm back adrift on the boat that I had, going to return for, I guess, supplies, and I see this abandoned cargo. And I'm like, this might be it. This might be my ticket. Is this cargo easily attainable? Let's see. Where is the GME? Their GM. I should probably be using his. The game master. Let's see. Yes, no. Okay. 6 to 8 result is a no. We'll see. Okay. I tend to default to Mythic in my mind. So is this actually? Let's look up. Let's just do this for the cargo. Do simple yes no. Can I easily get to this cargo? Is it something I'm gonna have to maneuver around because something is blocking the way? So we got a 3 first. It's up here. A 5 is weak strong. We'll, I guess. Or we'll say an 8. Let's see. Yes, no. The first pair acts as a yes, no. 2 to 5. 9 to 12. I'm confused because it's 2 to 5, then it goes 9 to 12. So where's 6, 7, and 8? Is that just in the middle? 6 to 8 result can be interpreted as not exactly yes but and no but, depending on the circumstances. Do not underestimate the power of a yes no question as a decision making tool. Okay, so it's on the 8. So we're going to give that closer to a yes. So yes, we can, but what is the difficulty? I'm going to, let's see, let's envision this. It's nighttime, it's dark, we're overcast. I have my hawk is with me. Uh, we're just on like a little dinghy. like a, does it even have a mast? Like I'll just say it doesn't. It's just a rowboat that I've rowed all the way across. I don't know how far a distance we're imagining this to be. Uh, I don't know how far of a distance we're imagining this to be, but uh, I'm on a small vessel of that sort, so I'm having to go over there and okay, that's what it is. My vessel's so small, I can't just pull this crate up and onto it, so I'm having to open it up while it's in the water, and doing so doing so is going to make it submerge. Like it's going to break a seal in there, and so I have just precious time to try grabbing whatever I can from it, whatever it is. That's what's going to happen with this. Okay, so we're somewhere. So the question is, who does it belong to? Is this gear from the high tech place? Is this provisions from like their empire, from our group down here, or from someone else? So we'll go like 1 through 3, four through yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we'll figure it out. Yeah, 2 through 5, 6 through 8, 9 through 12. Just what he has on his 6. So that is some other group, some third group. So I don't know who this is. I don't recognize the mark. Uh, Possibly you can just see maybe it's just like a pirate's crate, and we'll do his yes no pirates. 8. We'll say that's a yes for pirates. Okay. So it's just some third party, which is not a good thing because they won't know. It's in the middle of the ocean, right? There's no possible way they'd be able to tell. So we're going to open it up. We're going to come over there and pop it open, and we're going to use these prompts. These prompts for what is inside of it. I'm trying to use his system because I can do GME all day long. But let's try to use the system as provided. What is in here? I pop it open. I'm holding on to it, trying to keep it from sinking in as I'm registering what is in the darkness that's coming in. The rain's falling down. There's still choppy water, and once this goes down, I will not be able to see it in that murkiness below. So what is this? So first roll will give us here. So 6, so it's this bottom table. Next roll will get us 2, so it's decay or growth. Interesting. And then we'll roll doubles to see a 4. This is something of decay. Okay, we won't write this in here. Oh, sorry. Let's actually all that out. Go in here. Contents of crate, of floating crate. Property of pirates. Yeah. TBD. Okay. Keywords. No, don't. Not trying. Keywords. Decay. Yeah. I'll do it again. So, first one is a 2. A 5 is weak, strong. Oh, this is a 7. So this is right in the middle. So it's not weak or strong. So we'll leave that as it is. So it's a 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, this is literally right there in the middle. So I'll just put medium. Medium. Oh no, let's say weak. You have strong. Was I guess mediocre? No. Meddling strength. We'll say meddling. I'm sure I'll remember what that means in time to come. Okay. So, wait, hold on, no. So, third word, let's go. It's a 2, so upper half. 6, close and open. And it is a 9, is open. Okay. Open, decay, meddling strength. Middling. I'd say middling. That sounds better than meddling. Middling strength. Okay. It's open. So decay, is it decayed or is it the source of decay? We'll go with that. It's fun, interesting questions. Is it? So we'll just do upper bound, lower bound. If it's yeah. It says, is it a weapon? Yes or no. 8. So that's on the upper end. We'll say yes. That is a weapon. It's not a great weapon. It's middling strength, so it is a weapon. It's a weapon of decay. And it's for opening, or it is an opening, or it's open and able for me to get to it. Maybe it's not in a sealed chest. Okay. And then we can just roll, see what type of weapon it is. That'd be interesting to do. He only has a few limited weapons in the top part, though. Character traits, roles. And so it's not the advanced people. So we'll see what I have here. 3, a rapier. The hilt twisted in shadows. So weapon, rapier. Is a rapier of decay? Interesting. And it has to be something that I would guess I'd be able to recognize right away. Or is it? Maybe it's not. That might be even worse. I might not know it's a weapon of decay. Do I recognize it immediately that it's going to start, that it itself is that type of weapon? 10, yes. Okay, so I do recognize that this is a source of decay. The shadows around it. With twisting shadows. And the hilt. Well, we'll flavor it a little more. Twisting shadows. Yeah, twisting shadows. In the metalwork. In the metalwork, hilt and blade. So I pull this thing up, pop open the top, I reach in and grab and pull out this weapon. It is a blade, twisting shadows. We'll give it color. It's decay, so green and dark green and black. Dark green and black shadows in the metalwork hilt and blade. Interesting. All right. Well. I like this. I'm very happy I remember there's thumbnails over here with. Uh, okay. So now I have a weapon. I still have my dagger. I'm assuming I never lost that, but I would not be using something with a map etched in it as a normal weapon to go attacking people with. But currently, I now have the rapier of decay. So let's add that here. Whoop, that was on. Okay. Weapon decay. Uh, Twisting, shadows, and hilt, and blade. Okay. So, that's interesting. I now am not completely unequipped, but I still don't have anything to my name. But I guess this to give me enough opportunity to try heading back to perform my mission of whatever undermining the this group that's trying to take over my community. Well, maybe that. Maybe I was sent over to there to try to find. Okay, we'll go with that. Yes, I'm a spy. I was sent over there to try to find to secure equipment to bring back to our community to help us win the fight against our local people who are trying, or local enemies who are trying to take over. We'll go with that route. Because already I don't see us going back back to that town where they just took everything from me. So I'm going to try to head back to our community here, and yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to try to head back here and say, look what I've brought back. I've brought back a weapon of untold strength and power. it's it's not something great. I know you guys sent me out with a boatload of like gems or currency of some kind, and I come back with one weapon. Uh, does this crate immediately sink as soon as I pull this weapon out? That's just for the benefit of my people. I will try to not be. And I need to roll doubles. Let's go. 11. Yes, it does. It sinks immediately after I pull it out. Oh no. Okay. So this is what I have to show to go back to my people, going, this is what I got for us to help in our fight. I could not secure mercenaries or anything like that from them, but I was able to come back with this weapon. It's a magnificent looking weapon, but yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. All right. Oh goodness, this is not where I wanted to be, but that's what's going to happen. Okay, so we are going to head back, try to head back. So let's say that this right here is our first challenge, and I have to navigate back to home because it's nighttime, it's dark, it's rainy. I need to try getting back. I'm assuming this is like a 1 day travel. Like there's no way that he would normally have been doing this at this time in such a horrible state. But we're stuck in this position now. And is there a storm brewing? 9. Yes, there is a storm brewing. Okay. So we're going to be rowing about trying to head back home in the middle of a storm. All right. We're going to have to leave that off there because it is time for me to get home. I'm done with work today. Yes, I'm doing this after work because I am a consummate professional. I'll wait till I punch out to sit down and play for it before going home. I don't know what that says about me as a family man, but this is the only time I get to do it. So, it is what it is. So, alright. Oh, this is the wrong keyboard. That's a work keyboard. Alright, Steam Deck keyboard. We can do this. Alright, I was able to pull out the rapier, or the blade of decay. The blade of decay. um, for the crate sunk into them. Choppy, the murky waters below. The murky waters below. The storm in the distance. Turn the water choppy. As I tried to regain my bearings for my row home. For my row home. There we go. That sounds odd. That doesn't sound right. I don't have any nautical terminologies in my head. So, yeah, for my row home. Okay. So that would be the first challenge. First challenge. And so we need to set an endurance. Is that what it is? Wrong one. You need to set challenge procedures. You don't need to stick to a set of tables. Okay. It's not challenge, it's interaction, it's an obstacle. Overcome a barrier, blockade, perform a complex task, find your way around, across, or endure a hardship. Okay, so this is on its action. This is what happens. And okay, so let's go up here. Challenge rules, define the concept. I need to get home. Okay, so let's do that first. Concept, get home. That is the win condition. That's all that. Survive the storm. Okay. Maneuver and endurance reflects a character's ability to alter the playing field while endurance interacts with agility. So ranging from 1 to 6. So we'll say that with my talent, I have a talent that high. We'll roll a 1d6, and we're not going to take a 1. There's no way. Well, goodness. Okay, it wants me to take 1s. So I have, despite my great skill, my maneuver. Wow, I cannot spell it right. No, not manure. Let's go here. EU. Maneuver. I am bound and determined to spell it differently, aren't I? Maneuver of 2. The endurance of this thing is a 1d6. Is a 4. 2, 4. So I need to overcome 2 challenges to get home. Provided that nothing crazy goes on, I will start this challenge with the upper hand, and we will get back to this at some point. Hopefully, not too late. But okay, this is shaping up to be pretty rough. I was sent out with so much hope from the elders, and I'm coming back with 1 sword that I didn't even use our resources to buy. I just found it floating in the ocean. Who knows who it belongs to? I didn't even think to check the crate. I can't undo that, so I never checked the crate to see. I didn't see it was an Empire stamp. It didn't look like a stamp from my people. It belongs to someone, and that someone might be looking for it. This will be interesting to see what happens. All right, I literally have to go. It's 5:57. I should have been gone, heading home like an hour ago. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for stopping in and listening to me ramble as I try to do this. And I'm consummate professional. I will show you the long tunnel into nothing. So try to get the mouse pointers on top of each other. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, you take care. Have a good one. And enjoy.